Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, on tonight's show, we have a special guest. You can see her on the screen. It's Nicole Gill. She's a salsa teacher in the LA area. She performed at various clubs and venues. And she also has a site, one of many sites, danceruniversity.com.
That's right.
Now, how you doing, Nicole?
Hanging in there. COVID has definitely thrown some curveballs our way. Everybody in the dance community feels that one.
Oh yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah.
Can't imagine.
Yeah, that COVID has been a burden for a lot of people, a lot of movement, a lot of socializing. But I don't know. I hope I'm right, but I feel like we probably starting the down slope of it all. So
that's what I'm hoping. Yeah.
Yeah. So salsa dancing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very attractive dance, something that my body has not allowed me to learn. And maybe I got too much. Anyways, I just
Well, you talk to the right person. I mean, she can teach you. I mean, she teaches all types of stuff.
Hey, you know what? The energy that's in salsa dancing, man, I definitely should take a very closer look to it because I do need to drop some. Let's just call them Corona calories. So how long have you actually? Again, how long have you actually been doing salsa dancing?
Well, my family's from Colombia, so we always did some kind of Latin partner dancing growing up, but I have been hardcore into it since 2007. When I was in middle school, I had a girlfriend, Brielle, and her mother, Sherry, who still dance today. They've been around forever. And they took me, a little middle schooler, out dancing with them back when you had the option to go to all ages clubs. And actually, Albert Torres, who we were talking about earlier, was the one who produced that event. Wow. And it was the first time I saw, wow, this exists. Like, people are so warm and teaching me on the spot, on the dance floor, what I'm supposed to be doing. The woman who introduced me, Sherry, is an angel. She gave me a pair of shoes to go dancing in. I never forgot that one night, that experience. And so I started taking kids classes, but then really, really sunk my teeth into it. That would have been 2007 and never looked back.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And when we have guests on the show, and I always express about the sharing and what we can provide for the followers, the community and whatnot. And this salsa thing is it's like a fresh of breath air for right now, because with everybody trying to get their mind wrapped around how do they transcend back into the normality of living, hey, if you're out there and if you like dancing, and I think also you guys should look into this salsa dancing, because look here, man, that energy that's going on out there is beautiful. I'm sorry. So
no, I couldn't agree more. I mean, I think most people, when they get hooked on salsa, they start dancing every night. And right. I think it's pretty common that we do shed a few pounds. I remember losing 10 pounds just from going social dancing every night. And, 4 hours fly by and you've been moving constantly. You're drenched and everyone's drenched. And it's okay that we're all sweaty in the same place.
Right.
Now, that doesn't sound so good during COVID, but, before it was accepted in the salsa world. You could just be sweaty all over each other.
So when you over here, I was reading up on, you have multiple cameras and highlights of all the details. Can you explain a little bit in detail to our followers about that?
Sure. So one of my students actually is the head of Univision's film department. And It was his idea that we should get all these things online, and we could offer it to people even during COVID. And so luckily, I just got paired with the best possible person. And so he had all kinds of equipment at his disposal, and we had a team that we could actually shoot this with. I'm lucky because other teachers who have put material out there, they're working with what they've got. Maybe they bought one camera, but fortunately we have 3 that are moving with close-ups. You can see all the hand transitions and close-up of the feet. And so we really are proud of the product that we put out. And, it takes you step by step and you don't miss a thing, even though it's all online.
Hey man, that sounds exciting. That sounds stimulating. Me and Stace, we talk about the whole thing about the visual effects and how it stimulates, just to make sure everybody is still staying intrigued without even thinking twice about it.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that right there. You know what? This weekend I'm gonna take a gander at it. I need to kind of get myself in. So, yeah, lovely, man.
Yeah, salsa is definitely addicting because I dance salsa, and like I said, once you learn it, Troy. I mean, I'm telling you, come addicted. You can meet, in addition to getting in shape, you can meet women too. I mean, work out.
Well, when I was younger, I was a dancer. We're more like into the pop lock and break dancing and pop lock, and pop lock and then break dancing. I'm sorry. Okay. So I know I would have fun with it. I've seen all types of salsa dancing from different regions and whatnot. All of it is energetic. All of it is warm. And then that music kind of gets you going because it's aggressive. So, so yeah, you can't help but have fun. I'm sorry.
Right.
Agreed.
Now, Nicole, what inspired you to become a teacher? Because, a lot of times people want to dance, perform, but what got you, interest in becoming a teacher?
So actually, I have my friend Rodrigo Guzman to thank for that one, because we had known each other for a decade and he knew I was going dancing every night. And I have a dance background, so that also fed into it. But I was going dancing every night and I was working in advertising, but my heart wasn't really in it. I didn't really like representing brands that I didn't believe in. Like telling kids, eat this Chef Boyardee, when inside I'm like, no, don't do that. I don't want to be good at my job. Don't eat that poison, please. So I was kind of looking for something else, and things just matched up at the right moment. And he said, look, I'm starting a Latin program and I'd be happy to take you under my wing and teach you how to teach. And so for a year, I worked with him as an assistant, and he spent time with me outside of the classroom and made sure I understood, why we were teaching these things, in what order, and the fundamentals. And then luckily enough, Monsoon Cafe's organizer, I don't know if you remember Monsoon Cafe, which was a long-standing club in Santa Monica. Andy Lorenzo was looking for a new teacher, and he had heard that I started teaching, and he brought me in, and that was a game changer. So as soon as I got there, I met tons of people that wanted to learn. And then it was just a matter of, how do I organize being a full-time teacher, like private lessons and bringing people to the studio. And so that's what developed the beast, being at Monsoon Cafe and surrounded by enthusiasts.
Well, yeah, that's also will turn anyone into a beast.
Besides salsa, did you do any other dance styles before you learned salsa, or the Latin dances was you okay?
Yeah. I actually went to a performing arts middle school, and so we did folk dance. I actually did like Irish dancing and hula and jazz and a lot of hip hop. Now, hip hop's my first love, but I can say till this day, I look like a white girl doing hip hop. I can't sell it. I should not be teaching hip hop. I love it.
I'll a dance battle one day, but that's okay.
I mean, long as you stay on beat, you good. Long as you're feeling the music, and I think anyone who can enjoy the art of dancing in any form, it should be pretty easy to stay on beat no matter which genre of dancing you're trying to tackle at the moment, So
yeah, if we were during the coronavirus, we'd be in the studio now. We put on the beat for you. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
I just think if you saw me dancing hip hop, you wouldn't go, "Oh, you should be teaching hip hop." You'd be like, Oh, that's nice. That's nice. You enjoy that.
So, in your classes, when have you ever had anyone to request that you do teach anything to some friends or even them other than salsa?
Yes, and so I also teach bachata, bachata sensual. So there are different styles, and I like the sensual one. That's my forte. But I do have people. The number one request that I get outside of salsa and bachata is cha-cha. The honest to goodness truth is that there are way more qualified people to be teaching cha-cha, and I am happy to refer business to them, or refer them to a good teacher. But
Right.
I know the basics. I have no business teaching cha-cha. So
You know,
I try to specialize.
I think I can teach cha-cha.
Oh, there you go.
I know how to cha-cha.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same cha-cha because the cha-cha I'm thinking of is so simple.
Mm.
So simple. So you wouldn't even need a teacher. You just need a 3-minute DVD and you will learn cha-cha. The cha-cha that I'm thinking of now, it could be another cha-cha that I'm just not aware of. But the one I know, 3-minute DVD, they're good. You probably can make a DVD yourself and sell them and stick to your software full time, so so man, that's amazing, and also to pointing out to the community, because like we do with all our guests, we do put up the website so everyone that follows the podcast, they can also press the link and also follow our guest businesses and whatnot that they got going. And what I like to point out is the fact that you can learn anywhere, anytime, and that's important right now, anyways, because of the pandemic, and everybody trying to get over that paranoia about being around people. Me, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm like I need 16. I'm like I need 16 feet. I don't even think 6 feet is enough now. But it is what it is. And the only reason I say that is because we still got a lot of people that's not taking it as serious. So learning anywhere at any time is a plus. I like that, and this is actually on your forefront of your website. So and the followers will get a chance to see this. And I like what I'm looking at here because when you're talking about wanting to do any type of learning right now, especially nowadays, it's still kind of limited. But you have an extensive, wide range of avenues you can take approaching your class, and I think that's lovely. And I think the community is going to enjoy that.
Thank you. Yeah, our salsa program currently has over 80 lessons, and the bachata, we have 3 levels so far, and we still have to upload one more, but we're constantly adding more classes. So there is one monthly option, and so in order to keep people interested and learning new things, we're always adding new classes.
Yeah, yeah. But now that you're a university, no. I mean, you never know. Now, you might get some people who are trying to get into colleges. Wouldn't that be funny though? Like, hey, I thought it was a college. I was trying to get my credits transferred over and everything. Like, strictly boogie woogie.
Yeah.
I have a question now. It's not a trick question. I mean, I'm just curious. Now, would you prefer to teach a class of beginners who are not very good that are eager, or a class with advanced people who have a little attitude also? That's straight. I don't know why you asked that. I mean, I don't have to, but would you rather have a beginner class or an advanced class? What would be your first choice? I know it's a vague question. I mean,
is it a cop out to pick somewhere in between? So always level 2 has always been my favorite level,
okay.
where they come in with some fundamental knowledge, and then we could build off that. And level 2 is usually the level where people have all these aha moments where they're like, oh, now I see why we do things like this, because we need to be able to do these things, or I see how this connects to another piece. So all the realizations seem to come in level 2, and you can see it on people's faces, and that's usually my favorite.
Man, that's
Every student in your class, you go, okay. I mean, everybody's good. Everybody through time will become good and learn it. But did you ever have a student say, "Ooh, I don't know if this guy's ever going to get it"? Then it finally click. You ever had that experience, or you ever had a student that was a challenge that became pretty good?
Oh, a student that became a challenge and became pretty good. I mean, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'll say there was one instance where someone felt way too overwhelmed. And even after many, many hours of trying to get the basic, called it quits. And I said, you know what? I think in your case, you're making the right decision. But it was one student over thousands that we've had over the years, right?
Right.
So, but there was one where I'm like, wow, you might actually have two left feet. It's possible. It's possible in this case.
No, I mean, it's some out there, no doubt. Not everyone is cut out for college, like they say. What I wanted to address too is that like with me, when I am looking into trying something new that's been provided for a community, I like to read reviews. And I like to see how many people responded to reviews, who said what as far as pros and cons go. You have aced it 100% across the board. I'm going to read one review. I'm not going to read their name, but I'm going to read one review where it says, I love her salsa classes. I have so much fun. The routine is really easy to learn, and it was very easy to follow. And, just cutting it off right there, I just want to leave it right there because I don't want to overwhelm the followers. When you get something like that, it's very easy to learn, very easy to follow. Right there, get over the hump. Go ahead and check out the university. And I can go on and on because I'm looking at several different remarks. Real quick, one remark says, "What can I say about the classes with Nicole? It's a must take." So when you got people who are expressing their feelings like that before they even go into their experience that they had, you own something. And once again, thanks for finding another time.
That was great. That was some Dancing with the Stars kind of stuff, girl. My goodness.
Yeah.
You just
Is that what I look like?
Hey, I almost put some music on for you to keep you going.
I'm serious. If Mark Dancing with the Stars, I want you to be my teacher, and I want to be a celebrity.
You got it. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Hey,
although I think you have a clear advantage.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea to have a Dance with the Stars. I just came up with an idea. You guys can have a Dance with the Stars, different salsa teachers, and have it virtual. And I would like to be your celebrity partner because I'm a Z-level celebrity.
That'd be cool. Actually, I think that is a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, if you do it, pay a little fee to, I'll do it. I'd love to. That was
not a bad idea.
Amazing. Like I said, we saw a lot of your videos. We saw the bachata, amazing. I mean, like I said,
looking at the video just now, despite the sound quality, I mean, it goes back to what I was saying. When you see that, despite the sound quality, but when you see that, you see that energy, and like I said, when you get this rhythm, you got to move around in the rhythm, and it's just that nonstop energy going. You can't help but smile. Some dancers out there, like you can see you, like they really serious. Like a lot of hip hop dancers, it be some serious faces. They, you like you like take it easy, you know, but salsa, you know, you're not seeing someone doing salsa. They
had the face.
you know, they get into it. Yeah. Yeah. You know, hats off to salsa. Real quick before I forget, because I had thought about it earlier. I remember I took a class in high school. I got, you know, how you get your classes in high school. And so accidentally I was put into a modern jazz class.
Oh.
Now I was a knucklehead by the time I got to my software grade. So
sit back and listen.
I couldn't have nobody knowing that I was joining to the jazz class. You know, I was, you know, I had that kind of like that reputation, like, you know. So I'm in the class and I just can't drop it immediately or whatever. And I actually started liking the class. You know, I probably was in there maybe a half a semester, to be honest. You know, but I have to admit, I
jazz pants. Did you wear jazz pants?
No, I didn't. I told you I was still a knucklehead. And then I don't think we, you know, back. You got to imagine Fame, that kind of dressing. I'm from that era. So you know, with the high socks and you know, it wasn't those leggings and all that going on, you know. But I actually liked it. But long story short, I won one dance contest we had in the gym, you know, because I was still into breakdancing and hip hop or whatever like that. But you know, it was kind of a breakthrough, the modern jazz class.
Goodness, you know what? That's an off-air discussion we got to have.
No, we're not going to have that.
You had the headband?
No, I wasn't trying to live forever. So don't.
Anthony Ray was the guy from.
I was not. I'll tell you, I was a knucklehead. I mean, I liked the class, but it wasn't happening. You know, I did it for about a month and a half, maybe 2 months, and you know, because I was trying to get out the class from day since I got into it, and but I still was participating. I had to get some level of passing grade. I had to participate, but I didn't do the spandex and Stacy.
Well, like I said, I don't want to talk too much about that. One more question from Nicole. I mean, being a salsa dancer. Now, do you have a favorite salsa movie? Okay, salsa movie. Okay, what's your favorite salsa and your favorite dance movie?
Oh, like favorite salsa song?
Okay, let's make it easier. Favorite salsa song and favorite dance movie. There you go.
Okay. So I don't know if I heard you right the first time. So Vente Negra, which is a real slow, smooth song. You probably know that song. Yeah. At our club, so I usually have DJ Charlie. He's like my regular guy that I plug in every time I open a new venue. And the last song of the night is usually Vente Negra. And so I walk out of there with a smile on my face. I'm like, yes, that was the perfect song to end the night. And then dance movie, I like Step Up. I mean, the dialogue is terrible. It's so simple and, you know, silly.
Yeah, all dance movies got bad dialogue. They're worse than karate movies.
But the dancing is beautiful. The dancing's beautiful.
Yeah, because they all have like they all have the evil dance crew to go against the good guy, or the good guy gave up dancing because there's no money in it, or the daughter dancing. Or you can't. They're all the same thing. It did. The one person betrays them, go to the other dance crew and come back, and at the end they battling. You know, and they all can't dance a lick. At the end of the movie, they become great and beat the neighborhood dance crew. That's.
You just outlined almost all the dance movies that exist. Exactly.
Yeah, that's typical. They finally come back towards the end of the movie, and they're looking at them like, "So, what do you want? Y'all come back if y'all still take me." You know, and they're like,
"Yeah,
okay." You know, so that's like 90% of the dance movie story plot. You know,
that's it.
It works every time. You know, but that's the magic of dancing. Like so many stories are similar in some kind of way, but because it's a dance movie, you're still gonna watch it. You know, so and you know, it's therapy. I mean, it's so much you get from dancing, and I truly believe the more aggressive the dance, the more therapy you're physically getting, obviously, you know, and then mentally, you know, if you're happy, dancing makes you happy, and if you're a happy person, then I truly believe you can connect to having a happy life. Simple as that. You know?
That's an interesting theory. So the more aggressive the dance, the happier it'll make you, or the more therapy it provides.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, let's say laws of physics for a second. If I'm slow dancing, there you go. But if I'm saying you know, and I don't work out 45 minutes and don't even know it. So yeah.
Fair enough. I think one of the beautiful things that dance really does, especially for people who participate in like the social aspect. So there are the people that go to the dance studio and they love going to take classes. And then there's the people who take that and then take it out to social dance, right? Take it out to the real world dance floor.
Mm-hmm.
And those people and that community, I think, is unlike any other that I've ever seen, right? It's people from all walks of life, right? You got people, I know millionaires in the dance community, and I know people who are washing dishes, right? I know people from every racial background, and you see them all in the same place where none of those things even matter. And you can walk up to any girl and you can walk up to any guy and ask them to dance, and that's okay. And I just think it's beautiful, and it's not limited to salsa. I've seen that in hip hop too, like the interaction there. I've seen that at an event called The Floor, which brings a lot of different styles of dance together. Yeah, you've been there too. Amazing, amazing. But I think dance is really special in that way, that it just crosses all barriers and it allows people to connect and stop thinking about some of the things that really are just not relevant,
I know.
that don't matter.
Henceforth, therapeutic.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, but with Nicole, we can't. We're pretty much done now, but we can't let you off that easy. We have a guy. You probably heard of him. His name is Bernie Mac. His ghost comes on our show, and he likes to ask you a couple of questions, Mister Bernie, the late Bernie Mac.
Okay. We got a surprise guest.
Yeah. So here I go. Okay. Here I am. I'm glad to meet you, Nicole. I heard you've been doing some salsa teaching. Okay. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna come back. Okay. And you're gonna teach me some salsa too. Okay. I'm gonna learn how to get my afro right. I'm gonna get the best clothes. Now hold up. When I get the best clothes, I want to learn from the best teacher. Okay. And I heard you were the best teacher. Understand me, Nicole? You gonna teach Bernie?
I'll take care of you, Bernie.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh gosh.
That's it.
The Bernie, do you have any pandemic Jeopardy questions?
Whoa, sis, I almost forgot.
Yeah.
I almost let out the hook, huh?
Yes.
What? I like to mess up then, didn't I? Okay. Okay, now we got this thing we call pandemic Jeopardy. Okay. So I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. Okay, now here the rule. Any question you don't answer, or any question you say no to, you're the reason why we got extended pandemic rules, okay? You understand?
Oh,
really?
that's a lot of responsibility, but okay.
Okay. Millions of people's lives in your hand, Nicole. Okay. Yeah. Look at it, she's nervous already. Now I'm gonna tell you something. It's gonna start off easy and it's gonna get a little hard. Stacey, you think I should ask that ultimate question?
Oh, yeah.
That really, really hard question?
Yeah, ask them all.
Okay, yes. Okay. Let me tell you something now. If you had a chance to spend time with three families, three TV families, and the three families is one is the Brady Bunch, the other one is Good Times, and the third one is Different Strokes. which family would you spend?
That's your
Oh my goodness. I wish I watched more TV right now because I have a faint idea of what all those families are like. Can I just say Good Times because I think the starting song to the show is best. That's pathetic. That's pathetic. But
No.
I'm going with the music is driving me here.
It's okay. It's okay. That was a pretty hard question because I think Good Time is before your time. Okay, so no problem.
All of them
but
are.
you know what? That's a good answer because that was my answer when Stacey asked me. He was slick too. He slid that right up on me. But anyway, it's all about you, Nicole. So let me ask the second question. Okay. Now, Stacey, what was okay if you had a chance to be one of the village people? You know who the village people is?
Sort of, yeah. I mean, they sing YMCA.
I'm sorry. Okay. So you know, okay. Now, if you had a chance to be one of the village peoples, which one would you be to prevent extended pandemic?
The construction worker, and then I'd put up a bunch of plexiglass in every place that we need plexiglass so we can get back to living.
Wow. She took it to like.
I think she was peeking at the question. She was peeking at the question. Okay.
Yeah, I saw that one coming.
Okay, I got one you ain't coming. Okay, I got one for you. It's the last one. It's the hardest one too. Okay. Now, all America is depending on you. Okay. If you had a chance, I hope you're sitting down too. If you had a chance to spoon with Donald Trump for 30 minutes to prevent extended pandemic, would you?
Would you?
Just for the sake of everybody else, but don't tell anybody.
Okay, so we can't air this show.
Yeah, he has fresh breath too. He has fresh breath. Remember, he takes Tic Tacs.
So your answer yes?
Just for the sake of everybody else, I'll sacrifice myself.
Well, I'll be damned. You don't know the person say yeah. We don't ask a lot of people that. Everybody like, fuck America. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but you beat that out, okay? You beat that out, okay? You the only one say you would.
Wow, really?
Yeah, you special. Everybody should take your class. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the one guy said, "Oh well, we've been gone this long. Well, what's the difference?"
Oh, we did. Oh yeah, okay. I forgot.
That's probably why it's still going on. I'm joking.
It's me and your fault.
But that's about it.
Between me and you, it could have been over 6 months ago. Okay.
Wow.
But anyways, Bernie's gone.
And Nicole, thanks for coming on. It was a great interview. And how could our fans find you? We mentioned at the beginning, but you can go ahead and tell us how our fans can find you.
Sure. So danceruniversity.com is where you can find all the lessons. And if you want to connect with me on Instagram, gil.nicole. So I just have it under my name, gil.nicole. You can also find Dancer University on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook. You can find me on TikTok. I've been busy since TikTok, COVID hit.
Look that
TikTok.
Up.
Yeah. There's tons of dance stuff.
Okay.
So, anywhere you search Nicole Gill, you'll probably find a way to connect with me on every platform.
That's lovely. Now, that's what's